Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm going to be going over the gear setup for a super budget-friendly Smiter. This setup helped me make a ton of form gold back in Season 1 when D-Clone was first spawning and no one was really prepared for him. All the gear in this video is pretty easy to obtain and you only need a few key items to make this build work. So let's get started. For starters, you're going to want to shop for a life tap wand, and this is a must. You can do it at Nightmare Mala. Without this, you will get wrecked. For your weapon, you're going to want to go with a black rune word. It is very easy to make, and this gives you a lot of crushing blow early on. For your shield, you're going to want to do a plain Paladin base, preferably with some resistances already on it, and then add perfect diamonds to it to help get your resistances maxed for hell or as close to max as you can. Again, this is a budget shield. If you can't get the perfect diamonds for some reason or a 4 open socket shield or whatever, you can always make an Ancient's Pledge. Again, you get these runes from the second quest in Act 5, and it gives you some decent resistances. For the helmet, I went with a 3 socket helmet and added 3 Row runes to it to increase my fire resistances since D-Clone hits hard with his fire. But if you have enough fire resistances, you can always put Ort runes in here to get your lightning resistances up as well, because his lightning does hit really hard as well. For the armor, I went with a smoke rune word. The hardest thing probably to get in this build is going to be the lum rune, and that really isn't too hard to get. It just might be a little bit of grinding, but this gives you some resistances that will help you in the long run. For the boots, I went with Goblin Toe. You can find them in normal difficulty, and they give you some crushing blow to help hit D-Clone even harder. For your gloves, it really doesn't matter what you put here because you covered all the basics that you needed. But if you could get some Blood Fists, I would throw those on. They give you some faster hit recovery. But just for this example purposes, just to show that you really don't need them, I just found some random gloves and tossed them here as a placeholder. And I know in the beginning of the video, I showed that I shot for this wand, but you want to have this on the switch so you could cast those life tap charges on D-Clone. For the belt, it really doesn't matter either. Here, I put a string of ears on just for some physical damage reduction. If you want, you could put a night smoke for some resistances or whatever you need, but just showing you that it really doesn't matter. And to sound like a broken record, for the rings and amulet, those don't matter either. I just gambled these for some placeholders. The only things that really matter are your weapon, your resistances, and that life tap wand. Other than that, your amulet, rings, belt, and gloves could all be random. As long as you got those main items covered, you should be good to take down D-Clone. And this is the budget setup for a Smiter build for taking down D-Clone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any item recommendations or builds you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments below.